every time a group is thrown into this Jahannam which is about to explode in rage, every time it sees a group of people thrown into it, it becomes even more furious. Sa'ir, we already spoke about it, how it increases, it never decreases. So after this situation, and every time before throwing these people who allazina kafaru bi rabbihim, so when they are thrown and they were asked, Alam yatikum nazir, did any warning come to you? And these people are about to answer. So let's find it out. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulillah wa ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Thumma amma ba'd. Fa'auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير فكذبنا وقلنا ما نزل الله من شيء إن أنتم إلا في ضلال كبير رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا. So the answer they gave is, no, certainly there came to us a warner, فكذبنا, but so we denied it. We'll speak about it. وقلنا, and we said, ما نزل الله, nothing Allah revealed to you. They don't even say La Nazzal Allah, they say Ma Nazzal Allah. It's even stronger. So had it been La Nazzal Allah, that would have been Allah didn't reveal anything. But when it's Ma Nazzal Allah, certainly Allah didn't reveal. And Ma is also used to negate. So it's as if somebody was telling them, look, this came from Allah, and they said, no, this did not come from Allah. So the use of Ma is very important over here instead of La. Min shayin in antum, and you are certainly illa fi dalalin kabir, except in great error, great misguidance. You're literally, the word he used here will be you're fools, like you're idiots, that's the kind of meaning they get here. So it seems that these people are confessing. Now when do you confess? When do people generally confess? They confess when the punishment is like it's getting intense. Like somebody is it enough? Yeah, it's enough. That's the situation when it happens. So these people, as they were thrown into this, it's about to explode. And when they're thrown into it, when they were asked, Alam yatikum nazir, didn't any warning come to you, or any warner come to you? They are not in the position to lie anymore, because they are seeing the reality. And they know that lying won't get them anywhere, so they have no choice but to accept. And qad, they say qad, certainly, not only ja'ana nazir, qad ja'ana nazir, certainly came to us a warner. They didn't say ja'ana rasulu, they didn't say a messenger came to us, they said ja'ana nazir, a warner came to us. It could be you and me, it could be a warner, any kind of da'i, any message, any sign, or maybe a fly, as Allah speaks about the example of the fly in the Qur'an. Any sign that warner came to them, gave them warning, and they said, فَكَذَّبْنَا, we denied it. Now it's interesting because they didn't say what did they deny. فَكَذَّبْهُ, فَكَذَّبْنَا, what? We denied what? It doesn't say فَكَذَّبْنَا who, the warners, or something. It's open. So they denied absolutely any warner or anything that came to them. فَكَذَّبْنَا, we denied, we lied, we told it's a lie. So this confession, and it can also be a hope of mercy, please, I'm telling you the truth, just let me go. They're confessing, these arrogant people who speaks like, even I'm not, like, people don't generally watch my videos, but yet there's people who are commenting in the videos that your God says this, your God says that. They're so arrogant, they don't want to accept anything, no matter how much proof I give them. They're like, no, it can be true. These things. And these same people who are so arrogant and so full of themselves, they think science is everything, and they are now confessing. By the way, science is of course a very important fact, and we don't say that no, science is kuffar. We appreciate science, but it has its limitations. So that was just a side note. So The angels of Jahannam. By the way, the part of in antum illa fi dalalin kabir, you know that part? You are certainly in error. Most mufassirun agree, almost all of them agree that this is actually the angels telling them. So the part that the disbelievers said is قَدْ جَاءَنَا نَذِيرٌ فَكَذَّبْنَا وَقُلْنَا مَا نَزَّلَ اللَّهُ مِنْ شَيْءٍ. And as they're saying this, there's no stop. The angels are like, إِنْ أَنْتُمْ إِلَّا فِي ضَلَالٍ كَبِيرٍ. You know, sometimes like, yeah, I did it, and actually you have to hear me that this, yeah. You know, sometimes you have this scene, like, yeah, you will do bakwas, we already know, who cares. So as it's not even a separate ayah, it's in the same ayah. The angels are saying, in antum illa fi dalalin. Because now the thing is, they didn't say in ana or in nahnu min dalalin kabir. So then it's not them speaking. Somebody is telling them you are in error. So it's obvious that it's the angels saying. Though most of the Mufassirin agree to that. Anyways, continued. Fakazam, I already told you about this. Like we did so many things we don't even know. We denied wonders, we denied warnings, we denied signs, we denied everything. Because if I agree with you, what will people say? Oh, you gave in? You gave in to those Muslims? And what am I going to say to my family? All these things. So they denied, but they actually knew. It's not that they're saying actually we didn't have enough proof. It's interesting because in Judgment Day they don't lie. Here, when you ask these kind of people, they will tell you what? Like, Alhamdulillah, Summa Alhamdulillah, I had a lot of these hate messages. So their point is, it's not enough. How come this happens? How come that happens? No, actually, you have to believe. No. This is nonsense. Look, that's not the same thing they're saying here. Like, according to how they behave here, their answer should have been like, it was not enough, we didn't understand. No, they're saying, God, certainly there were warners. No doubt there was warnings or warners, but we denied. So every people who are denying now, they actually know the truth. And if they don't know the truth yet, that means they haven't thought enough. And these answers are coming in front. Why they could not have enough. Then next, and I already told you about the part of the Nazir. They didn't say, قَدْ جَاءَنَا Rasul. Of course a messenger came to us. No. This could be kuffar in this generation also. Because there is no Rasul. At least no Rasul here, right? Only his message is here. But these people are talking about warners. It could be anyone. It could be a da'i. So, antum. And also, if had it been talking about one person, they would not have used antum, right? Waqulna, we said, all these things. The angels are taking them in while they're saying. I already told you that part. But the fact is, this kind of treatment. Why? Because, just like we said, we told you I told you the previous ayah that they were thrown. You throw important things, you only throw trash. And these people are nothing but trash because they knew everything and yet they denied. So, what is this mystery? Why did this happen? They say, وَقَالُوا لَوْ كُنَّا نَسْمَعُ أَوْ نَعْقِلُ مَا كُنَّا فِي أَصْحَابِ السَّعِيرِ. So this is the second ayah. We are also taking 2 ayats today. So they said, had we only listened and been intelligent, we would not have been people of a side. Hold on a second. A side? I thought it was the shayateen jinn who are ashab as-sa'ir. Because Allah said in the ayah, azab as-sa'ir, right? When he was talking about the beautification of the sky, we read it ayah number 5. And then he said, وَآتَدْنَا لَهُمْ عَذَابَ السَّعِيرِ. This was about the shayateen jinn. Sa'ir was not mentioned for the disbelievers, right? But here, it has been connected. Oh, by the way, the place we are going, it's also the same place, you know, the shayateen jinn went. So not only does that mean that, because in the other places of the Quran, Allah will say that we will show you the shayateen jinn and your followers with you. So that thing has been verified here. Also, you remember in the ayah that when they came near it, they heard Samiyu laha shahiko wahiya tafu. They heard screams. It could also be that the screams they were hearing were of the shayateen jinns. So that's another mystery solved, right? It could be. So listen. Now the thing is, listening and intellectuality. These two things are the things they said. They didn't say, "Walau kunna not we saw," or nafsuru we had vision of. Other things, if we had enough proof, or we had mountains full of gold, or only if we had some wealth. These are the things people may complain. Sometimes when people disobey Allah, the logic they give is, you cannot, like, I'm too poor, I cannot, I don't have enough wealth. If I only had some wealth, I would have obeyed Allah. Or they give excuses like this. But these are not the things they are saying here. The two things they are saying is, had we only listened and had we only used our head. Two things coming out. So let's talk about listening first. This is not something surprising. Our mother, our father, our brother, our sister, anyone, our imam, somebody gives us reminders every time we do something wrong. Almost every time. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? But we don't listen. Your friends, like your friends, that they're doing something clearly not right. Oh, it's okay. When I get older, I will do this. When I get older, I'll do hijab, or I'll be more sober. Who guaranteed you that you will live that long? Are you sure that you will live that long? And when I get older, I will obey Allah. What is stopping you from obeying Allah now? That means you're trying. If I put that sentence in the right way, I will keep disobeying Allah until I get older. You just made it beautiful by saying, I will obey when I get older. That's actually, I will disobey until I get older. So you're really disobeying Allah right at His face. I mean, right at the face of His words. Dangerous. You and me, we should be careful. If we are doing something that is disobedience, clearly, I think we have to take heed. Because the first thing these people said, we didn't listen. People give us warning all the time. And listening is not something hard. It's something very, very easy. But the problem is, not listening is also very easy. It's very easy to ignore. But this cannot become a major thing that will lead us to Azab as-Sayyid or Ashab as-Sayyid, right? Now that's not the only thing. Who's the partner in crime? Our naqilu. Had we only used our intelligence, had we have akal, in Desi language they say, teri akal nahi hai. The same. That's literally that naqilu. The akal. Had we any thought? Some people say, look, these are my life goals. After I do this, Alhamdulillah, then I can start obeying Allah. So people rush to some goals. They have some, you can consider the American dream. I need a house, I need a marriage, good marriage, something like this. Or maybe I need a car, or maybe I need to watch all the movies. Any kind of desires they have these as goals. You can have some wishes. Okay, maybe once if I get a car. I'm totally weird because I'm not interested in cars. I know it's weird. I know. Like, you're astaghfirullah, I won't watch this video. But I'm just not interested. And I like people like me, about this car? I'm not interested. So you may have desires, you may have wishes, like, okay, if I will get a good house, or maybe I'll have a farm where I can eat chicken every day. These things could be there, but they cannot become life goals. These people, they just didn't use their head. And in the Tafsir you will find that these people actually didn't think that one day these things I'm running after, these are just means to an end. Like, okay, my entire life I'm studying and I'm doing everything so that I can earn money. Now that I've earned money, now what? uh, earn more money. Okay, you earn more money. Now what? Uh, 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 KFC? A house? No. So this money was everything. And then certainly now what? These are just means to an end. But a final goal, Ilahi, with the return to Him, this has to be there. These people just didn't have the time to just think that ultimately one day I will go in the grave. I will go beneath the earth. You and I will go beneath the earth. These people didn't think about that. And now they're saying, had we only listened and have we only thought? Have we only used our intelligence? Nothing else. Had we enough proof? Had we seen enough proof? Had we had enough wealth? No, not this. They say just two things: listening and using intellections. Makunna fi ashabis side. We wouldn't be here with these idiot jinns or shayateen jinns. They didn't say it, I'm telling you. Fi ashabis side. People of the, the companions of the Sayyid, the increasingly blazing fire. It's deep. It's deep. It has a lot of lessons for us. Even believers, it has a lot of lessons for us. Because we don't listen. And if we do listen, sometimes we don't try to think. We really have to take it, and may Allah guide us all. Now, if I want to add something, it would be like, or how should we put this? These people, Allah is in this kingdom, the way the surah started and the way it is, there's absolute vision of how mighty Allah is. And yet then after a few sometimes the things are focused on the disbelievers and the shayateen jinn. This is not a surah for the kuffar. Had it been the case, there wouldn't been inspiration to read this, to get protection from the fire, to get protection from the punishment of the grave hadith, those hadiths. So there must be something for us as well. We believers, sometimes we ignore certain things, and that could be a problem. So we really have to take heed, and we really have to keep in mind that every time we don't listen, and every time we say, no, I don't want to think about it. If I think about it, then Allah will hold me accountable. Oh, really? If you're smart enough to think that Allah will hold you accountable when you think about it, then you are already accountable, because you have the intellectual. That's very cute. It's very beautiful way of putting ourselves to safe zone, but we already exposed that I had the common sense that this is something I should not do. That's why I don't want to hear, because Allah will. Oh wow. So we have to understand, and we believers have to take it. It's not only this is for the kuffar, ashabi side. I'm not ashabi side. I'm not minas ashabi side. Anala minas ashabi side. No. So warning for us too. Even if not ashabi side, isn't not listening, not using intellectual something we do? So may Allah help us. May Allah guide us all. I don't know how long this has been gone, but this was important. I thought we connect these two ayahs, and there will be another ayah which will be very short to discuss, but I'll still take that time, and then we'll discuss that in the next, inshallah. And then another section is coming, which is very interesting. Why? We'll tell you in the next video. Until then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.